Hey there, Janae with Palin Projects here, and today I wanted to talk to you about my 2021 seed thought process. So to begin with, I started out with writing what I grew in 2020 and then what I wanted to grow in 2021. I then looked at each list and cross-referenced the list to either see if I had seeds or what I needed to buy for seeds this year. I did double up on some of my seeds, and we'll go through that, but that was merely because I don't know how viable my old seeds are. I do have some pretty old seeds in my seed stash, and I'm not sure of the germination rate. It was kind of spotty last year, and I know every year it gets less and less. So I really wanted to order new seeds so that I had a good year with those vegetables. How I saved my seeds in the past was using this brown cardboard box. Now, that isn't viable anymore for what I have for my seeds. I definitely have too many seeds now to fit into this cardboard box. So maybe if I beg, which I probably won't have to beg too hard, but I'll have Justin do a video on making me a new seed box, and then we'll link the plans below, and that video will come out shortly. So this is how I've been housing my seeds currently, kind of. They've kind of been in a big old pile right now because I have too many to fit in that box, and that's, why I'm wanting the new one. But the other items that I was using for 2020 were these popsicle sticks. I was cutting them in half and then writing on the popsicle stick in permanent marker what I had planted for seeds. That worked pretty well, but by the time my seeds were old enough to plant, these popsicle sticks had pretty much molded or had sucked up so much water that the writing on them was pretty much non-existent. So I definitely wouldn't recommend that. I am thinking of getting some plastic ones and then writing the names of the vegetables that I start, vegetables and flowers that I start, and then keeping those plastic stakes with the seeds to reuse year after year. I've also thought of, maybe a metal stake where I could put tape over the top, and so that I could peel that tape off and reuse those metal stakes for different seeds from year to year. I don't know. We'll see what happens this year. We might have Justin make us some too. We'll see about that. The last items that I used for the 2020 year were little manila envelopes, and I'm trying to find them. I don't know where they went. But they look like this. So this is what I started to save seeds in for 2020. It's just a little manila envelope. It's kind of cute and compact compared to using, say, a baggie, which is what I used on the larger amount of seeds that I collected. I can't necessarily fit all of these seeds into here, and I didn't want to use multiple of these, so I just put them into a little plastic baggie. It works. I'm hoping to find something a little bit better to store my larger amount of seeds, or my larger seeds, because those pumpkin seeds are a larger seed. I probably have the same, if not more, radish seeds in this little container than I do those pumpkin seeds. It's just the radish seeds are a little smaller. I also used the plastic seed starting bins that you get from like Home Depot or Lowe's with the plastic domes on them, and I'm actually looking at them right now because I have a whole bunch of plants in here under grow lights for like sedums and succulents and those types of plants that need a little bit more light in my house. I will reuse those, wash them out, do a diluted bleach water, wash them out, dry them, make sure they're nice and dry, and then start my seeds in those again this year. So I'm reusing those as well. They worked great. I don't really have a complaint with those. I just bump them up into basically paper cups when I'm done, and then I can plant them out. Let's run through my seed order from last year though. So I have leftover Brussels sprouts. These did pretty good. I think they were new to me last year, so I want to give them a try this year and see if I do any better with them. I have some radishes, which I saved a bunch of radish seed from last year, and I'll tell you about that in a little bit. Some green peppers. I don't honestly grow too many green pepper plants. I'm allergic to them, and Justin doesn't eat a lot of them. I mainly use them for canning, just our relish recipe. I have some broccolis left over. Onion seeds. Onion seeds don't really work here in Montana other than to use them for like green onions. They don't, it says here that you have to have about 170 days to harvest them. We just don't have that long of a growing season, so I start them and use them for green onions basically. Jalapenos. Again, not a lot of these, they're just used for canning purposes. My tomatoes that I have left over are a beefsteak, a yellow pear, and another red one. I did order more tomatoes. I'm very excited for those ones. These are the seeds that I'm not sure if they're quite viable right now. So there's zucchini, which in all actuality you need like 1 or 2 zucchini plants. Some good slicing cucumbers, and some pickling cucumbers. Also, I have some snap peas, 2 packs. These, again, I don't know how viable these seeds are, but I don't really pick the peas and bring them into the house. They're more of a snack out in the garden. I have some pumpkin seeds left over from last year. These were a gift. We went to a flower show and they were kind of like a homecoming gift that they had in our bag. So I'm excited to see what those are. I'm not too sure. They don't really tell you what they are. So that'll be a nice adventure for this year. Last year we grew a ton of corn. Justin, it's like this big joke in our house. Justin wanted to grow just a massive amount of corn. Don't ask me why. I don't know. And so as a joke, I bought him this 8-ounce bag of sweet corn. And I don't even think we used half of it. So we have quite a bit of sweet corn left over from last year that we'll plant again. Our corn crop wasn't stellar. We did have a couple ears off of it. I mainly used it to decorate with though, just because I don't think the setup that we had out there was viable and it just didn't have enough nutrients in the ground. We are definitely changing it for this year, so I hope to bring you along for the ride on that. For flowers, I have delphiniums left over, foxglove, some vining seeds, sweet peas, black-eyed Susan, morning glory. You know, I've been kind of sheepish, I guess, to plant the morning glories because I have heard how invasive they are. I might plant them in, say, a pot or something this year just to use the seed. I know I've had these seeds for a very long time. It says 2015, so they're 5 years old. We should maybe see if they are viable, and if not, dispose of them properly. I do have some alyssum and asters. Now, I didn't buy too many seeds, flower seeds this year. I gathered a ton. So let's look at the seeds that I gathered from 2020. So these are all pretty much seeds that I had grown or I had bought. And so they grew out of pots in my throughout 2020 and 2019. I didn't have tags necessarily. They might have blown away or I might have forgotten to put them into the container with them. So basically what I did was I just put on there like yellow deck flower or yellow flower from deck or yellow chicken coop flower. I have a lot of pictures from these pots because they were very pretty. So I know what the flower looks like. I just don't know the name of it. But I did save quite a bit of those seeds. And some of these seeds definitely came from friends and family's houses too. So I have purple fountain grass and there's blue balloon flower seeds over here too. So I figured that was enough out of my own garden. I did all of these are flower seeds as well. I guess not all of them. Some of them are. This is the dark blue delphinium from our back row. I saved some of those seeds. I have, of course, my radish seeds that I still need to tell you about. And gomphrena, snapdragons. There's some pumpkin seeds that I didn't have very many of. Marigolds, petunias, and salvia. So that's pretty much the seed haul that is in this pile. But I did want to talk to you about my radish situation. So I did plant radishes in 2020. I didn't plant them early enough in the season and we got too hot. So they bolted, they flowered, and I just let them go to seed. Why I did that was, so I had radish seed for this year. I didn't realize I had a full packet, but at the same time, I just wanted to capitalize on the opportunity and not let those seeds go to waste that I had planted. So I gathered up all the seed pods, and this is my winter 2020-2021 goal, is to just basically shell all of these seeds and put them in here. So there's quite a few seeds. I have this pack pretty much filled to this this line so far, so that's quite a few radish seeds. I'm pretty excited for these. The last seeds that I gathered last year were pumpkin and squash seeds. I have a ton of them. I just basically bought a couple varieties of pumpkins and squash from the stores, and then I gathered the seeds from those. Now, these seeds won't necessarily be what I bought, because pumpkins, zucchinis, tomatoes, they all kind of act the same in the fact that you'll get the same fruit that you planted, like the seed that you planted in the ground, you'll get the variety of fruit that you plant. But if you harvest those seeds, it won't necessarily be that same variety due to cross-pollination. So I was okay with that. I am okay with that. I thought it would be kind of a fun experiment to see what I got from these seeds. Sometimes it surprises you. Sometimes it's fun. So that's my seed stash, and that was my seed haul from last year that, you know, I gathered and saved. This is my seed order from this year. So like I said, I went through that list, crossed off what I had seeds for, and basically made a seed list before I went out onto the seed websites. I do that because I tend to overbuy, and I love buying seeds, and I love to see what I can grow. And if I don't limit myself, I would have all the seeds in the world. But I definitely wanted to only buy seeds that I needed this year. I bought all of my vegetable seeds this year from M.I. Gardener. Luke, he has a website or a YouTube channel, Luke M.I. Gardener, and they are a seed shop as well. So I went out to his seed shop and I purchased all of my seeds for this year. This year is definitely the year of the carrot for me. I kind of went all out. I am so excited for all these different colors. I want our plates to just be filled full of color this year. And, you know, some of these I just haven't ever seen. Like this purple carrot. I have never seen a purple carrot before. Call me sheltered. That's okay. But I'm pretty excited for these different colors. A black carrot. I have seen yellow carrots, so I'm pretty excited for the yellow carrots. And then I just got regular orange carrots as well. So, year of the carrots. I'm very excited for the carrots. The next ones are tomatoes. So I did get a regular orange tomato, orange red tomato. And then the next ones, I have never grown colored tomatoes other than like the yellow pears that I showed you before. And so I took these as kind of a nice challenge and just kind of fun to have in our garden. So a green grape tomato, a black from Tula tomato, nice black tomato, and then a black cherry tomato for snacking. I thought that would be kind of fun too. That's just black cherry tomato is the name of that one. The next seeds are my herbs. I obviously, as you could tell, I didn't grow any herbs last year. And I wanted to this year. You know, I wanted to be self-reliant and be able to dehydrate and save a whole bunch of different herbs this year. So I got some chamomile to make some chamomile tea, some lemon balm, Mint, which here and I think in most areas, it's kind of a nice rule to plant mint in a pot because mint can spread and take over a garden in no time. So this will definitely be a container plant for me. Catnip for the Mr. Maverick. He deserves something in the garden since the dogs get all the vegetables they want. Parsley, I figured that would be a nice one to dehydrate and dry, along with thyme. And basil, nice lemon basil there. I got some dill to grow my own dill for canning. And that looks like it's that's it for the herbs. I did get a peppercini pepper. I really enjoy a pickled peppercini with my salads. And we use them when I cook for like French dips and stuff like that. So I figured that would be a fun one to pickle this year for us. Of course, one of Shelby's favorites are the Bull's Blood beets. Yes, my dogs go out to the garden. Yes, they pull up beets and carrots and eat them. No, I don't get mad at them. I can't get mad at them for eating vegetables. So I do like to can these, but the dogs do go out and eat whatever they want. And I let that happen. You know, within moderation, they can't get there every day. So you know, whatever they eat, I'm fine with. It's okay. It's going to a good cause. They're happy. They think it's a big joke. I'll try and get it on camera this year for you. The next one, I ordered 2 different broccolis. Broccoli is Justin's favorite vegetable. So I figured having a couple different varieties just to see the difference in growing habits and taste would be kind of fun. I got 2 different kinds of cabbages. We both love cabbage. I like to fry it. I like to eat it raw. So again, just to see the difference in the taste and the grow and how it grows, just to kind of experiment and see what we like best. My double ups are my cutting cucumber and my pickling cucumber. Again, these were just because I don't know how viable those seeds are. I did get a yellow zucchini squash, so that's kind of a double up. This is a yellow one, those are green, but they're still zucchinis. The next seed packet that I got was celery. Now, I've been told that celery is not for the first-time gardener, and I'm not necessarily a first-time gardener, but I'm pretty new to gardening, so I figured this would be a good challenge crop. I definitely wanted to grow celery because I use celery in our Thanksgiving stuffing and I enjoy it for a snack. So if it's a bust, it's not a total fail for our farm to table family meal that we're going to try and do, you know, farm to table, completely grown by us. So we'll see on this one. The next one I have is a gourd mix. This is purely for decoration, so I don't have to run to the store and buy a whole bunch of, you know, squash and pumpkins and gourds. I will see if we can eat these, but if not, I'm okay with just growing them for decorating purposes. These next 4 are like my champion seeds of 2021. I'm so excited for them. I know you guys will think I'm crazy, but I'm excited to grow some parsnips. I've never grown parsnips before. I'm pretty sure I've never ate a parsnip. So curiosity on this one. And it'll be a good substitute for our seed potatoes. Or I guess potatoes in general. We'll still grow potatoes from seed potatoes, but just a good substitute. This next one is purely a curiosity as well. I've never grown okra. I've heard that it has great, beautiful, big hibiscus flowers, so that'll be very pretty, but I'm also excited to eat okra. This is another one that I'm pretty sure I've never ate before, so curiosity on the okra one. And these last 2, oh my goodness, these are the ones that I'm most excited for. So Mexican sour gherkin cucamelons. I saw these grown on a couple videos last year, and that's what piqued my interest. They are like these like small little half cucumber, half melon type fruits. They are a vining crop, so we'll have to get our trellising system built out there. But I'm excited to eat these raw and pickle them and just try a whole bunch of different stuff with them. I think these will be very fun to grow. last but not least, look at it. Isn't it so beautiful? So I wanted to grow this miniature blue popcorn because one, it's blue, and blue's my favorite color, as you can see in our office. And two, it's popcorn. I've never grown popcorn before. But with this, because it is a corn variety, we will have to plant it on opposite sides of our property than the sweet corn. Because corn, if you plant it and have multiple varieties, it will cross-pollinate and affect that ear of corn. And so we'll try and alleviate that by having them on opposite sides of the property. But I'm going to grow this in our back row just purely for decoration. I guess not purely. I will harvest the ears of corn and we'll pop them. I'm excited to see if when they pop, if they're actually blue too. So this one is curiosity and I've never grown it and it's blue. So look back for more on miniature blue popcorn later this year. But that is my 2021 seed starting / plan. I'm looking forward to bringing you along on this journey of my 2021 growing season, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!